What's latest cartographic ploy of China? See this map? This is a map which China is now propagating. I wouldn't have known this. I wouldn't have known this at all. Complete JNK is out of it. You know, I got an email a couple of days back. He says, "Hello, Shankar sir. I hope you are doing well. I hope you remember me. I'll not take the name. Last week, I visited an expo in Taiwan. So this man went to Taiwan. I saw a lot of Chinese companies set up their stalls. One thing I noticed this time, which he has never seen, I've never seen before. They are spreading propaganda by distorting the Indian map. See the below attached screenshots. He sent me 2 screenshots, which I'll show you. Don't take it lightly. I saw people all around the world come to visit one of the biggest electronic fairs in Taiwan. You can imagine how widely they're spreading the propaganda. I was so furious that this could hardly control my anger. So he sent me 2 screenshots. The first screenshot is of Nicomatic, with maps of all countries where Nicomatic has a presence. So look at this India map. Nicomatic India. Of course, a Chinese company. So they have presented it with this. Not there. You can go to nicomatic.com. I have no problem. Okay. Yeah. Then another map which shows China and Southeast Asia and Yevo of another company, whichever. Again, you see this gone and you know. So it set me thinking, why are they doing this? First and foremost, it conforms to the standard China map. This is the standard China map which they put out 2 years back. If you see in this, they still show, they've taken out that Aksachin part, the rest there, and they show here some part of, disputed territory, all that. But in this, ये तो है ही नहीं. So as far as they are concerned now, Jammu and Kashmir is completely out of India. Now, why is it going to Taiwan? That's the interesting part. Why is it being shown in Taiwan? Where, obviously today, for 2 reasons. Obviously today, there are more number of people going to Taiwan for this electronic fair than China. People are hesitant to go to China anymore. Even in that Canton fair, the footfall was less. And Canton fair was supposed to be the biggest fair. And they're not there. They go, so the people go to Taiwan for this. And Taiwan, they show this map. Why? You see, the claim over Xinjiang, Tibet is not exactly that of People's Republic of China. It comes back from the time of Kuomintang, the nationalist government. As per the Kuomintang, the Xinjiang and Tibet were part of China, and they also feel that entire area, is part of China. And in fact, it's in the Chinese constitution. And the Taiwanese constitution. So when the Kuomintang went off, they converted that their old claims as part of China, that we have to regain China to that extent. So on the issue of Tibet, Arunachal Pradesh, and J&K, Taiwan and China have the same policy. So if they put a map in Taiwan, no one will, object to it. In any other place, you can object. You can go and object to, say, if suppose a similar map was put in USA, you can go and object and say this is wrong. And they have to take cognizance of it. Or you go to Germany, or you go to Japan. Such maps by Chinese companies displayed by will be objected to, but not in Taiwan. Because Taiwan also considered it as that. So there is a question. Are they now are they now reinforcing their claim, or are they trying to put a wedge between India and Taiwan? Both. So we have to clarify it. I also know now, right now, nothing matters, but it is lawfare. They think this is my legal position. This is the same salami slicing which they did in South China Sea. On one hand, they say we should be friends. On the other hand, they're not tackling the border issue. See the perfidy. Okay. That is one angle. And then you have this Victor Gao chap who will keep coming up regularly. And he'll talk of he says Manmohan line is not correct. So should I talk the Ganges line as the Gaushikai line? As per him, the line up to Ganges is part of Tibet. This is a theory he's putting. And he's written 2 articles about it. He says, the Gaushikai line, is the line which we have to say is the Sino-Indian border and start negotiating from there. McMahon line is not the line. And why he makes Gaushikai line and Ganges line is also very explicit. I've explained this, but I'm going to re-explain it. As per him, as per this Victor Gao, he says India has got very strong troops on Ladakh. So you can't make any headway there. They also know that this is all fake. They can't make headway there. In the east also, they have to put up a big fight. But in the center, they can claim up to Ganges because they can enter through Nepal and come to the plains and fight. He says, we are in the plains, we'll be in the plains and shift the border. So you see that the Chinese are keeping the border in the focus. He says we should make it clear to Indians about the Sino-Indian border. Okay. And then what else they have done? The third thing, we know that they have named places in Arunachal Pradesh with Chinese names. Look at it how they're doing. They're changing the border, showing it as part of China's map and elsewhere. Not only in these 2 maps, it's not complete. J&K is out. It's part of China and Pakistan. Okay, complete salami slicing, gray zone. So they put it in the gray zone. If no one objects to it, fine. And sure enough, this chap who's gone to the Taiwan fair and he knows me and he's now written to me, fine, I'm not taking his name. I put it out. Sure enough, this video, I will send it to the right guys. This is pure cartographic gray zone aggression. And now this naming of these places, now firstly they're named Arunachal as part of Zangan. And then they listed out right from 2017 batches. Few places are named. They are named in Tibetan, they are in Chinese, and then Pinyin. They're all creative naming as far as I'm concerned. That's what the government also says. But the fact is that they're claiming that as China. Oh, if we accept it, that's part of China then. Look, we made the mistake in 2003. If we had not recognized Tibet as part of China in 2003, as per the MOU between the Vajpayee government and then Jiang Zemin government, this problem would not have arisen because Tibet itself would have been under question mark. And it's interesting that before 2003, Arunachal Pradesh was not even referred to. South Tibet is not referred to. Today you call it as South Tibet. At that time, there was nothing called South Tibet. The whole idea of South Tibetan claim on Arunachal Pradesh started around 2008, 9, 10. Till then, I've been reading China, Tibet, India, and all for so long, the mention of South Tibet is not there in any book, any reference, any journal till about 2010. Salami slicing. And then suddenly now they, by doing whatever they did in, Eastern Ladakh, so they attempted to grab. It failed. Now they're back to their own positions. Of course, now there's a boundary commission, all that. But the fact is, all this is happening after that boundary commission has been, announced. But there's no, that boundary commission has not met also. There's a core commanders meeting which happened. Deepavali gifts were exchanged, sweets were exchanged, and all that. But nothing. So actually speaking, there's no thaw with the Chinese at all. You only have an uneasy arrangement. And they're not going to keep quiet about it. Right? China keeps saying, keep the border issue in proper place. Always. When you talk to them about the border, they say, no, you forget the border. We'll resolve it later. We'll talk of trade. When we talk of trade, they come out with the border. They come out. We are now the talk in India is about trade, isn't it? Should we allow China to come in or not? Should we trade with China or not? But what is that bugger doing? He is doing cartographic aggression from somewhere else. He is portraying Kashmir as his already. He's gone beyond that standardized map. He's gone beyond that standardized map. So what should we do? The question is, what should we do? We should be very clear as to what we should do. Is it time for us to say, if the border is not settled, no trade? Forget trade. We're not interested. Forget about it. Unless these issues are clarified. Should we start talking to Taiwan and say, stop it? We have to show that stick to Taiwan. Why did they allow it? Has our government seen this or not? So many chaps have gone to the Taiwan fair. I'm sure our embassy also there, our center there has seen all this. Why didn't they object? Why has it not been made public in India? Are we kowtowing to China? If we are, then we are on the back foot. So there is a thing which we have to start doing. Otherwise, they'll go run riot. Well, what I am doing is just a small point, and I'm sure I'll put it across. I'll send it to the NSA and all that. But if you see the totality of what they're doing, it's dangerous. That's the important thing which we need to understand. And it just proves the point, India and China can never be friends. And you can never trust a Chinese. If you talk to him trade, he'll talk border. If you talk to him about border, he'll talk about trade. If you talk of both, he'll talk of Pakistan. You talk of Pakistan, he'll talk of UN. The best Chinese is one who you kick out. Sab fit ho jayega. Fine. Okay, so much so for the border.